You can ask me anything. George Bernard Shaw, have you heard of George Bernard Shaw? He wrote that only the common people don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. So you can ask, I'm happy to talk about anything. For a great many years, I've always told people that Riopelle was the first abstract work of art that I had ever seen. It was only later, when I started to read about Riopelle, that I realized he said on more than one occasion, I have never painted a work of abstract art in my life. I paint nature, but the difference between me and other artists, that I go into nature, I go closer to nature than any artist has done before me. And that is very intriguing. So Riopelle essentially would paint about how he felt about nature, how nature moved him. He was painting the landscape that affected him in northern Quebec and along the St. Lawrence River, and that was what his vision of nature was. I feel that I know Riopelle quite well because I've lived with him so closely, so intimately, and for so long. And so I never had the opportunity to meet him in person. I'm not sure that I would have got along with him. He's more of a bon vivant than I am, but you know, I do feel that I know the artist, and it's been a great privilege to live with some of his work. And I'm always discovering new things from the work. And so my feeling is that if I met him on the street one day, I wouldn't be very surprised, you know, because an artist tends to reveal himself when he's making work, you know, and so if it's genuine work, he's revealing something of himself, and that's just what art is all about. Most collectors, you know, they want to share their passion collecting. And if I did that with this house, my neighbors would all complain about the parking or something. So that's why we are pleased to offer them to a museum. And there's no better place for the work that we have collected and loved for so many years. There's no better place than the Musée National des Beaux-Arts du Québec, because of Riopelle's special relationship with Quebec, and we're delighted to be able to have the opportunity to have the connection there, and to think about that people will be coming to view the work and learning from it and enjoying it and confronting it for a great many years to come, and that's the best place to do it. So I'm very enthusiastic about the Espace that myself and my colleagues at the Fondation Jean Paul Riopelle are engaged in. I'm delighted to come to Quebec to meet people, and particularly I have great admiration for the people of Quebec and what they've achieved and their unique culture, and I'm hoping that the L'Espace will be a great success, and that it will go on to introduce particularly young people to the amazing work of this distinguished artist. It's also amazing to me that one of the great attributes about Riopelle is that he was successful in creating so many different kinds of art, because a great artist just isn't successful just in making one type of art. A great artist will always challenge themselves and go on to experiment with new forms of art making, new media, and that's what Riopelle would do. He was always challenging himself and never being satisfied with what he had accomplished to date. I don't think that people realize that Jean Paul Riopelle was one of the most important painters of the 20th century. I don't think they realize enough that he broke new frontiers, broke right through new frontiers in art making. Jean Paul Riopelle, to my opinion, deserves a very unique position in the story of art from the beginning of time.